These are real bars. 100 bars of truth.
All right, we're checking out English Frank 100 Bars of Truth. I guess part 1. This is a trilogy, right? Or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it.
You fit there?
I'm all alone on my own, I'm drunk on the phone, telling my bitch leave me alone, I'm sick of hearing your moan. I'm sick of living my life on the knife edge of the cone. It's face to my face, the streets just won't leave me alone. It's been beefing over bones, phone boxes, homes. 8-year-old shot in it over one day with no phone. I learned to hold my own and back my coat in the raggedest rolls. I've seen guns from day one and never got shook or froze. So there's bare man out there now, getting stripped on road, not just for chains and phones, they're getting stripped for their clothes. And little girls I used to know when I was stripping for dough. A certain man I used to know are no longer on road. They've been locked in cells and left dead in a hole. And a man you call friend could end up being a foe. And a bitch you call wife can end up being a hoe. You never know, any day could be the day you're gonna go. There's certain rules you have to know when you're walking these roads. And certain crime codes you have to know we're talking on phones. Never walk alone at night when you're out making pure. Don't walk with your dogs that have a man at the road that's holding your chrome. Cause we live the unknown.
This is super interesting.
Right.
Like, he's just, like, kicking it. There's all kinds of people in the background and, like, noise. And, like, he's just spitting. Out of nowhere, I feel like he just, like... I wonder if this song... Like, he can't be made... This isn't a freestyle. But it says freestyle in the pub on this link. But
right.
No way this is a
But, you know, freestyle doesn't mean off the top.
On the night when you're out making pure, don't walk with your dogs that have a man at the road that's holding your chrome. Cause we live the unknown, so don't the shot to anyone, you know, you never know. Any man could be a form when you're dull, yeah, the streets are plotting. Estate walls have got ears, dead peers made tears, but took away all my fears. Drowning my sorrows in beers for so many of these years. Now it's time for me to fix up and step up a gear. If I don't, I might as well take my life right here. Cause there ain't no point me living if I'm living with fear. But I just back another read and write another rhyme. Trapped in this life of crime, putting my life on the line. So when I put on my line and start moving them nines, anything to that. Anyone can blow up my spine, but the distracting is mine. So never try and say it's yours, cause you ain't done what I done, seen what I saw, been what I bought, schemed on the war. I ever had to go out robbing when you're fiending for. All I'm fiending for now is my album to drop, so I can drop it through your front door so you can ignore.
Yeah, so you're saying you used to be addicted to drugs?
yeah, and I think he was also talking about, like, whores.
Oh, he said feeling for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought he said fiending for. Like, he had to go out robbing when you're fiending for it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I think he said feeling
yeah.
for.
This is, it's interesting,
That's,
too.
that's why I thought he was addicted to drugs.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about the Nines, which I guess is a gang. I mean, I'm missing a lot of the... He's got a very thick, like, sort of accent. I don't know if it's his accent, but the...
A lot of slang and
slang. But it feels very, like, fireside chat-ish. You know what I mean? It feels very, like, rustic.
Right.
I like how raw and authentic... I can see why this video went viral for him, and he popped from this.
All I'm fiending for now is my album to drop, so I can drop it through your front door so you can ignore all these fake art artists that are making me snore. So fuck the states, it's time to represent what is yours. I'd rather be selling in stores than me selling my drawers, right? Selling out for no one, I'd rather stay poor. I made a promise to myself, I always keep it raw. That's for my real man them, that's what I'm doing this for. Cause that's vital, a vicious cycle of rivals. You're being lied to by your idols, they're there to blind you. The Bible was man-made, so I let it guide you. When I done know that God ain't never come to find you. It's hell on earth and birth, I've been struck by the devil's curse. 10-year-old stealing from my mum's purse in the church, and it hurts, cause the first for life's getting worse. See, anyone can meet the hearse for getting murked for they work. A man are chatting bare, fuck you, I don't let it bug me. The sheets are so ugly, so I keep it rough like rugby. You find me with a skunk, be a raw weed junkie. With one mic, one pen, one pad and one key. But thank God for my mum, without you I'd be lost. I'd do anything for you, you know, no matter the cost. Yeah, I'm always pissed off, pissed off, but you know I'm still dealing with the loss of your son. John, I wish you could see me now to see how much I've grown up before I lost you.
I think got a little caught up on the lines about his mom.
Yeah, and then he said still dealing with the loss of your son, so his brother got killed or something.
Ooh, oh, I didn't even catch that. Ooh, so yeah, these are real bars. 100 bars of truth.
It's crazy.
It's truth. That is nuts.
Dealing with the loss of your son. John, I wish you could see me now to see how much I've grown up. Before I lost you, I really never knew about love. But now I took the time to realise so much. Here's my girl in love with me, I wish she lost in the fun. So what's love? A 4-letter word, a rush from a drug. Your man telling you he's there, but when he never shows up, I won't answer your phone cause he's chilling at home with a slut. See, I know about love and yeah, I know about care. If I said I got your back, that I'll always be there. If you said it and you meant it, you're my brethren for life. Right together, die together through the trouble and strife. My eyes are so sore, I'm sick of seeing fiends and whores. Seeing poor fight poor while the rich ignore. The government have got us like we're pawns on the chessboard. What we can't do is say nothing, just shut up and move forward. No, I ain't moving forward and no, I ain't moving back. I'm moving life just how I want and yeah, I'm moving with straps. So fuck the government and fuck your tax. Fuck your laws and fuck anyone out there that is holding me back. And that's that.
Hey! Okay! Wow.
Okay.
I love to see it.
Said F the government, F your laws, and F anyone who's holding me back.
Wow.
I mean, that's dangerous, you know?
Right.
I mean, not like dangerous for everyday people, but it's dangerous for the establishment, like for the system. That kind of energy. They don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's the kind of art that like it's like you want to catch it like on a street performance. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it almost seemed just kind of like
raw.
Exactly. It just happened. Like it just boom. That beat was cold too. I don't even know if that was like just it was just a sampled beat or it was his beat, but it was just perfect for what the energy. Like wow, I really like that. That's interesting. Like his point about losing his brother and it made him like figure out what love was, and then he was like, is a girl that says she loves him really in love with him or lusting for, you know, to have sex? Because I definitely feel like it's almost like, you know how they say like you never know like true happiness if you don't know sorrow and pain.
Right.
I feel like it's kind of like that. Like it's not like you can't know love, but it's like when you experience like the highs and lows of like loving someone, then you really like it makes you love even harder, and it, you know what I mean? It makes you kind of like really
right. But that's a slippery slope because I feel like there's different kinds of love.
What do you mean?
Like the way you would love a brother is gonna be different than
True.
a girlfriend or some girls into you.
Like no matter how much she
like
loves him, it's always gonna be conditional.
Right.
To a degree.
But the brotherly love should be unconditional, barring some crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. That was crazy. That was real art. I wonder if part 2 and 3, like part 2 got a whole lot more views than part 1. So I wonder if part 2 is like worth checking out. You know what I mean? Should we do part 2 and 3, or is this like the one that popped him off?
We
like,
definitely have to do part 2. Does it have more than part 3 in views?
I don't think so. Wait, I don't know actually. I think so. I think part 2 is
probably should just do them all.
Okay.
I don't think this is the main one, right?
I thought this was like his, like, you know,
his breakout song,
something like that. That's what I thought, but I don't have a clue, honestly.
I like that last whole little few bars, I guess.
When he's talking about his mom, his brother, and
no, the government part. I like the government.
What you gotta say about it?
I know they just told the government uses us as pawns and all this kind of stuff. I agree with that 100%. I don't even care which side of the political spectrum he's on or whatnot. It doesn't matter. Like that's facts. Yeah. And the government uses people on both sides as pawns. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. And he's talking about he's so sick of seeing fiends and hoes and all this stuff. I'm like, dang, you know, I kind of feel the same way with just like in general mainstream modern day. It's just like so, like every time you get on social media, booties and, you know, it's just like so much drugs and like there's always some stuff that's like, it should be a small and private part of your life, not like displayed for any and everyone to just, that's all they see all the time.
Right.
It's just like, I feel you, English Frank, I feel you.
And with the government pawn stuff, I feel like if you can't talk to someone who believes differently than you, then you're probably a government pawn.
Probably.
Yeah, we all get used and abused by the government. That's part of existing under the government.
But to be a pawn, like that's your role. Like a pawn is like, that's what you do. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're an expert at being on the front lines of being moved certain ways.
Right.
So yeah,
if you get triggered by people's opinions and they're different than yours, you're probably a pawn.
Right. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, are we allowed to have our own opinions? And if we are, then people can have different opinions. We can all have different opinions, and that's totally okay. But the second that somebody else has to be wrong and you have to be right, then it's like, who are you fighting for? Are you fighting for yourself, or are you fighting on behalf of something else? Like, you know what I mean? It really is interesting to think about that.
I mean, it's cool to think you're right and they're wrong or whatever, but like when you get emotionally wrapped into it to where you're triggered, you're blocking people,
can't talk to them, can't have a conversation,
disowning family members, like,
that's so true.
You're taking the government stuff to the head.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, they don't care about us.
Right.
It don't matter where you live. It don't matter. Like these, no, the government.
They're dividing you from the people who do care about you.
Right.
And they don't. Then you just have less people that care about you in your life.
And it's like, you're not affecting them whatsoever. Like, you know what I mean? Your opinion, they couldn't care less. That's interesting to think about, especially coming from him, you know. But I guess that's a very common perspective, though, in the hood and, you know.
Well, I feel like people who grow up middle class think the government cares about them and they like buy into it. But if you grow up in the hood, you probably see the government don't care about us.
Yeah, that's true. I was totally like that. I totally believed in like the government and our education system. I totally believed in all that stuff growing up because my life wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't like perfect, but it was far better than a lot of people.
You're gonna see fiends on the corner.
Yeah, no,
stuff like that.
It was totally middle class, middle of the road, and I thought that was basically being rich, you know. I mean, to a degree, it is considering some parts of the world, but it definitely doesn't mean they care about you.
Right.
Well, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like the video and comment below your thoughts on this song, any other stuff we should check out from English Frank. Thank you for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.